Well, Kansas City, let's go downtown with Tim Reid's character, Downtown Brown. And I still am not quite sure why you're called Downtown Brown as opposed to Uptown or East Side or whatever.
I don't know. It just kind of came with the contract. You will be Downtown Brown. Yes, sir.
I thought I'd missed an episode someplace.
No, well, the character being downtown, I guess in this particular climate in San Diego, going downtown is the implications of going to the urban center of town. So me being an undercover cop that spends much of his time in that vicinity got the nickname of Downtown Brown. There was actually a police officer in Southern California with the nickname, he's now retired, called Downtown Brown, that they had to get clearance from.
Oh, really?
And also the basketball player, they had to get clearance from him. May I use your name? Yeah, good night.
Those of you, of course, those of us that know you so fondly from WKRP have our own favorite moments.
Mm-hmm. Now that's one name they didn't have to get clearance from.
Yeah.
Right? Venus Flytrap. There are no Venus Flytraps other than my character.
I guess I'm wondering if my own favorite moment from the series is one you like or others have liked. It's when you're explaining to a ghetto punk the workings of the atom.
Yes.
And you compare it to the neighborhood.
Yeah, that is.
Could you tell me about that scene and what you thought about it?
We knew from the time that I received the script from Hugh Wilson, who wrote that. I would like to take credit for that script, but I had very little input into the script. He came to me with an idea that he got by sitting at home. His wife was going to school at that time at USC and studying to be a doctor, and he looked at her chemistry book, and he was going, I don't understand any of this. This makes no sense to me, and I'm an adult. I got a degree. What does this mean? And she says, it's quite simple. Let's think about something you can relate to. And she gave him an example. Well, he had happened to be watching the news, and there was something about youth dropping out of school. And he thought, and he went, ah. So he came to me the next day and says, I got an idea. What do you think? And he told me, I said, brilliant. Write it. I'd love to do it. He wrote it. We did it. It won a Humanities Award, and it's been played in high schools as a teaching tool throughout the United States. It was in Scholastic magazine. They even did a cartoon layout of the entire script. There's a script to back it up, and it has become, I've been approached in places all over this country where people are coming to me, adults, and going, you know, I never knew what the atom was until I saw that show.
That must have been tough to carry off. Yeah. Talk about eye-hand coordination. You're acting with your hands at the chalkboard as well.
What was really tough about it was we had to do it in one take. We had to do that entire scene from, because once you draw that circle, you can't cut away. You know, that circle is what you're stuck with. And so, and once you put an A there, you can't go, stop, cut, pick it up from B. We didn't, because we were a live show. So, I mean, we were taping before a live audience. So it was a show that I had to remember an awful lot of information, and not just lines, but technical information and in a short period of time. So we did 2 takes, and we got them both, but that was a very tense kind of moment for me because it was important. I knew it was important all along.
Well, taking that medium of the chalkboard and finding the audience and finding the tool to reach that audience is very much what acting can be all about.
Yes.
And I sense in you the fervor of an educator. And obviously with your music video, the anti-drug abuse, you've carried the chalkboard idea into the videos.
That is exactly the case in point. What happened was, again, watching my own young people around the house, my son 19, my daughter 14, one day about a year and a half ago, they were watching MTV, and I paid close attention to how long they sat before it. And none of my young people have attention span past maybe 9 seconds before they want to do something different. And they were before it in the morning. I came back, and they took a break and ate, and they were down before it again. They spent like the whole day waiting for a music video. But in the time that they were waiting, they were watching them one after time. I'm thinking, if I want to get a message to them, like, you know, dinner time, I got to put it on MTV. So I figured, okay, if I want to reach them, that's the way. And I thought, I want to reach them. We had a problem. How do I reach them? And therefore, the music video came up.
Did that old chalkboard ever spring up in your mind when this project was happening?
Oh yeah. If you watch the video, there are some images and some thought planned in there, subtle thought. I didn't want it to be a document. I didn't want somebody standing going, you're going to die, and that kind of thing. I wanted it to be messages. It starts off with madness. It's a minute of madness, and then from that point on, it's a very positive upbeat of Stop the Madness, with a lot of stars, musicians, sports figures, everybody doing it. Unlike in the other music videos, the point is not to raise funds. The point is to literally shape images and give people tools and understand that it's okay to be, you can be hip and be against drugs.
Now, is this activity of yours an isolated phenomenon, or are your colleagues also using their visibility to promote ideas like this?
Of course. Again, the organization in which I'm on the board of directors of, and Gerald McCraney, as I said, from Simon & Simon are also on the board. Our whole thing is it's called the Entertainment Industries Council Against Drug Abuse, and our whole theme is to use the power and influence of this industry, both records, film, TV, to be in the forefront of the fight against drug abuse. We want to show, by means of our own action, that there are hundreds of us out here
who are some of the other people that you're most closely associated with, names we might know?
Michelle Lee is on our board. Jameson Park is involved with the Scott Newman Foundation. In our video, we have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We have, names are just Arnold Schwarzenegger. We have some of the biggest names in the business. Also involved and ready to go and act on our advisory committee. We have a lot of actors, big names, Sinatra, Reynolds. I mean, a lot of people are involved in this, both in front and behind the camera, producers, directors, writers.
Tim, it's easy in talking with you. There's wheels spinning there. There's layers upon layers inside behind those eyes. As an actor, can that get you in trouble?
Oh,
Good
yes.
causes or no?
Oh, yes. I've already gotten in trouble. Yeah, you pay a price, but also you have to make a commitment. You have to say, and I tell this to my son constantly, because he's at the age now where he's beginning to make commitments to himself, to other people, to all kinds of things. And I said, you know, you have to weigh it before you go into it. There are good and bad points in everything. I said, you have to, if you're willing to make and accept the sacrifices and also accept whatever bad that comes with it, you got to be able to make that judgment. And when you say I'm willing to do that, take it on, and if it comes bad, it comes bad. If it comes good, it comes good. I knew that going into this, that I could be labeled one of those cause people. I could be labeled anything from a fanatical, crazy man to somebody who's trying to make a profit off of the issue. There's always a way to label you, but you have to commit, and I've totally committed to stepping out and taking the shots. And I've taken some shots. I've been labeled by many members of our community and also of corporate America for my stand. So I've taken that fight, and I've been willing to take the price.
Tim, it's been an interesting trip downtown.
Thank you.
With Downtown Brown, Tim
Thank
Reid
you.
of Simon & Simon. And for KCTV5 from Los Angeles, I'm John Tibbetts.